Hi, can you hear me?
Closer.
So I'm from India, and I know our country has a long history of oppressing our own people. And just like that, United States has had a long-standing tradition of marginalizing communities of color. Black and brown people have had to deal with segregation in schools and public spaces, voter suppression, mass incarceration, separation of the family, and taking children in concentration camps and domestic terrorism. And we see parallel human rights being violated within India. The practice of ethnic cleansing to get rid of non-Hindus, Islamophobia, violating the rights of indigenous communities by evicting them from their own homes, and disguised nationalism tops the list of their criminal activities. Particularly, India has been terrorizing the victims of occupied Kashmir for quite some time now. But over the last few months, we have seen how brutal the people of Kashmir have been treated. Hindu nationalists have continued to suppress their freedom of speech, torture and sexually abuse the people of Kashmir, and prevent them from practicing their religious faith, including observing major holidays such as Eid. Suspending internet access, allowing the government to control their media. This prevents our loved ones from talking to their loved ones in Kashmir. And also, women's rights are continuously violated under his regime. Fewer laws have been in place to actually help victims of abuse and rape, especially when these attacks come from members of BJP themselves, even when it's done in front of law enforcement. The profiling, the targeting, this is felt by our Black brothers and sisters every day in the U.S. This is why we stand here today, united in the face of oppression. This is why we stand here today. We are no longer just standing in solidarity, because we are standing outside, resisting, protesting, and divesting. We must continue to shout with our voices, protest in the streets, and demand for transformative change. And we must continue to hold those in power accountable for the positions they take against humanity. And remember that none of us are free until all of us are free. I stand with Kashmir and for Black Lives Matter.
Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Mario Benabe. I'm an educator. I'm from Puerto Rico, Guayanilla, and currently live in the South Bronx. And I just want to tell you, if you can walk with me through a tradition that I do in my own home every time that I see an elder. And so I ask that you repeat after me. You are my other me.
You are my other me.
If I do harm to you,
I do harm to you.
I do harm to myself.
I do harm to myself.
If I love and respect you,
If I love and respect you,
I love and respect myself.
I love and respect myself.
Tú eres mi otro yo.
Mi otro yo.
Si te hago daño,
Si te hago daño,
a ti
a ti
me hago daño, amo
me amo
y respeto
y respeto.
yo. You are
You are
my other me.
my other me.
If I do harm to you,
If I do harm to you,
I do harm to myself.
I do harm to myself.
If I love and respect you,
If I love and respect you,
I love and respect myself.
I love and respect myself.
Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free all indigenous people.
Free all indigenous people.
Because here in the United States, we've been feeling it for far too long. From 1492 to 1865, 373 years of indigenous colonization and slavery. From 1865 to 1965, another period of 100 years that was called Jim and Jane Crow. from 1965 to 2019, 54 years of mass incarceration, the school to prison pipeline, the school to deportation pipeline, the child to seek asylum to detention pipeline. And all those things are not just felt within this continent. It is felt globally. Globally, people are being oppressed. And what we have to do is unite our struggle. We have to resist together. We have to divest together. We have to protest together. Because what happens is, if they see us and our hands are up, they still shoot. When our hands are down, they still shoot. When we run, they still shoot. When we stand our grounds, they still shoot. When we speak up, they shoot. And when we are silent, they still shoot. So, for folks who feel oppressed, who feel like you can't move left or you can't move right, you move forward with each other in solidarity. You claim your own land. You resist because there are more of us than there is them. My name is Mario Benabi. I'm an educator and I represent Black Lives Matter. Free Kashmir! Free Kashmir! Free Kashmir! Free Kashmir! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! And free all indigenous people! Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
I want to humbly thank you for inviting me here to stand in unity with you all. But I am slightly confused, and maybe you can help me. My sister, hold up your sign. It says murderer, oppressor, devil, insane. When I saw that, I thought I was at an anti-Trump rally. But Modi and Trump are one and the same. They are fascists. They are elitists. They are here to oppress the poor and to disenfranchise us. But today we say no more. Brown people say no more. Black people say no more. White people say no more. The reason that I say this is because this is a people movement. If you look around the world, fascism is on the rise. People who hate other people and love money are trying to destroy us all, and they're trying to destroy our planet. But we say no more. No more. I may have said this earlier. They might have militaries and guns and tanks, but I have people with enough heart that'll stand up with a rock and face a military. I have mothers and women that will lay down their lives for freedom. This is a love-powered movement, and this is a God-powered movement. I don't care who you pray to. I know your God tells you, like my God tells me, He is on the side of justice. And if we don't get no justice, then they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. I said if we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Now I want you to clear your mind and reflect a little bit. I want you to think of military. I want you to think of people with guns and identification, subduing you, kidnapping your sons, and oppressing you. That's what's happening in Kashmir. The people who stand up are killed. Now, when you open your eyes and when you open your mind, you'll realize that's what happened to blacks in America all the time. It's the same struggle. The way that they beat us is by dividing us. Together we win. I want everybody to stand up and put your fist up. I hate you, mother. You got it? You got it. Fist up. And I want you to say it so the whole city can hear it. All power to the people.
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 Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Free Kashmir.
Down with Modi.
Down with Modi.
Whose world? Our world. Whose world?